it's really bright. Okay, it's Money Monday.
That's 'cause you're glowing.
Are you ready?
You're glowing, gorgeous.
Well, that's what happens when you exercise.
Happy Money Monday. Happy June 1st. May is now officially behind us.
Okay,
Spring is behind us.
I want to start with a joke. I'm going to start with my favorite joke. I had this idea. Do you guys ever get the best ideas in the shower, right? So the idea that I had was to put my favorite funny motivational sayings
You're good.
On the gym wall and catch this, right? Suck it up so you don't have to suck it in.
That is a good one.
Oh my god.
It's almost as if you came up with it.
I crack up. It's hilarious. Anyways, all right, let us focus.
Suck it up so you don't have to suck it in. I like it. I agree.
Motivation.
It is good motivation. You got to have a good mindset. It's important.
Y'all, I hope you're having a gorgeous day. It is the first day of the month, and here's a little something that we should all notice immediately is you can start over every month. Better yet, you can start over every morning. So I hope you're having a gorgeous morning being developed. Now, today, you guys, I'm excited because we're going to dive into a conversation that seems to trip a lot of people, right? Matter of fact, get ready to type because we have a quiz for you. Oh my gosh, you know how much I love those. So let us get the temperature of where you are when it comes to, when it comes to your prospecting, right?
Also, for those of you that are hopping on, I would highly recommend you share this with your teammates.
It's going to be very good.
Share this with anybody inside of the network marketing profession, because not only is this going to be an epic training, obviously, we're going to give you the goods. We're going to give you the goods, but we've got Nadya today. We didn't even talk about the fact that she hasn't been joining me on Money Monday for the last month.
You settled down.
So how many of us can appreciate this gorgeous Russian woman joining us? And of course, as usual, because it's Money Monday, we're feeling generous. We just came off a record month. In fact, we had the biggest month of our career last month, and we surpassed it in May. So it's June now, so let me be clear. April was the biggest month of our career. In fact, we did 20% more in April than we've ever done in any month ever. And then May was $1 million bigger than April. So we're doing pretty good right now. The best we've ever done, ever. Our team is crushing. And for those of you that are inside the network marketing profession, you can appreciate the timing right now. How many of us, because of what's going on in the world, there's some scary stuff going on. And I think ultimately there's never been a better time for us to have a home business. And it's just paramount that all of us learn the strategies and the methods to build an online business, not just for ourselves, but so we can help other people. This is why we show up every Monday at noon Eastern to provide value to help those of you that are in a home business that want to generate leads. You want more customers, you want better retention, you want more recruitment, team building, rank advancing, comma checks. You want to have more success, but you don't know what to do or what to post or how to show up or what to do on the back end, what to talk about in your videos. These are the things that we teach and help all of you inside of network marketing. And again, we're going to give away some cashola to those of you that are sharing and tagging. But this training is going to be money because I think so many of us, we put out a curiosity post or we put out an engagement post or we put out content and then it's like, oh, I got 7 likes. I got 27 likes, or I got some comments. What do I do now? How do I speak human? So we're going to get into a powerful training. But like Nadya said, we have some questions for you as well.
Okay. All right. You guys, let us take a poll and see where you're at, because I think it's the perfect place to start, whether you're looking to do an exercise program, now that I got you inspired with my funny, or you're looking to identify, okay, so for an example, month of June, I'm a little bit like on the struggle bus, right? When it comes to converting those likes and comments into sales. So let's get clarity. Can you drop A if you go straight for the jugular, meaning you skip the rapport building and you just get right into it, right? Some trainers teach that strategy. So, and it's not that one is right or wrong, right? But it's just, it's honestly, it's a preference thing, okay? Or B, do you build rapport before popping the question? Okay, let's see. I see lots of A's. I see lots of Bs. Okay.
And there are variables to consider, right? Because
and here's before you what's your biggest fear? A, B, or C? Popping the question too soon, building rapport for too long, or sounding like an infomercial when you're talking to people, right? Because I'm sure it happened to too many of us where you start out and you want to build a little rapport, you want to connect, but then you get carried away and months go by and now you feel a little awkward. And how do we now actually transition from the rapport conversation into popping the question, right? So let us know which one is your biggest fear, because ultimately when it comes to prospecting people, right, the biggest shift that happened for me was when I started to look at every lead, quote unquote, like I was talking to my best friend, like that really helped me, right? But then I also realized that, you know what, there are people out there right now. So we want to help you to go from this, right, into a very comfortable land. But I think the mindset shift is really, really powerful for those of you that struggle in this area. Just realizing that there are a lot of people out there who are struggling. They're praying for a solution. And as John says, you've got the cookie. And if we show up to the marketplace and we have fear or we have this uncomfortable energy around bringing up the conversation, honestly, that's a huge hindrance to your business. And there are people right now that need you to step up your game, that need you to play bigger, that need you to reach out, that need you to be that leader. So there's no time for nonsense. And I want to kick it off with that, right, John? Because when I take a look at the industry, you guys, we've now been inside the profession for almost 2 decades. And I feel very grateful. I've been very privileged. I worked with a lot of top network marketers. I could be biased because I married the man, but John, in my books, you are the best networker, but also the best prospector and recruiter. So I'm really psyched for you to, essentially what I love to do is I like to organize all of his genius. So we have the slide deck to really help you understand the 1 to 3s and ABCs. But baby, talk to us about your mindset, because I think so many people could benefit from, it's actually a privilege that I'm reaching out to this person right now.
That's right. They're lucky that you're sharing an opportunity or sharing a product. And what I wanted to say before, and I'm sorry to almost have cut you off.
Oh, please.
But there's so many variables to consider.
Yeah.
Are you talking to strangers or are you talking to people you're friends with? The common conversation, if you follow us, you know I do this all the time, but I see people that are like, I need to find people. I need to build my cold market. I need to build up my friend list. I need to find people. I need people to come to me. Look, I agree. I love that people come to me all the time. I love that I have people in my inbox all the time, asking me what I do. But with that being said, this is 18 years, 19 years in the making. This is almost 2 decades in the making. The truth is, a lot of you have friends right now on Facebook that you haven't even spoke to. And here's the other thing. You have to figure out what's most effective for you, because here's what I found. I love leading with the business and talking about the business, but I got to say the reason our team is killing it and we brought in like 14,000 new customers in April is because we have so many people that are leading with the product. And maybe they bring up the business, maybe they don't. I always recommend you bring up the business, but you don't have to. And the beauty is if you can duplicate customer acquisition, because here's what I found. Someone can bring in 10, 20, 30, 50 new customers a month. Believe it or not, if they get really good at this, it's almost impossible to bring in 10, 20, 30, 50 personal recruits every month. Even my best recruiting months, I don't bring in 15, 20, 30 personal recruits, but I got people on my team that, we had a woman on our team this month that sold over 50,000, Jordan Levesque.
That's crazy.
50,000 in personal sales between her customers and then her customers through, referring customers. Long story short, there are variables to consider: leading with the product, leading with the business, cold market,
this is why we're going to share.
So we're going to talk about that.
Yes, formula.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I also wanted to give away some cash because I see people sharing and tagging teammates. We got
do it, baby.
We got over 200 people on. Smash the heart button if you're excited about this. Let us know if you're sharing, if you're tagging people, because we're live on Facebook, inside of our Facebook group, our community, on YouTube, on Twitter. We're all over the place. All right. So share, tag. First winner. Let's pick Wendy Gibson Alley. She shared, and she'll be our first cash winner. So if you want to send an email to our support team, Kyle's on, so he can probably let her know what to do. We just need your PayPal. And let's pick another one real quick before we get into the training. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. This one right here. Kimberly Francis. And Kimberly is crushing it this month. Had several rank advancements. I got the alerts, Kimberly. I see you. So we're going to send you some cash as well. Email our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com with your PayPal. Kyle, if you could help us out with those two winners, making sure they got the deets.
Cool. I love it.
Fired up. Let's get into it.
All right, let's do it. Okay. So let's run through a couple of really helpful hints to help you with the mindset. And then we're going to unleash on you our famous close the loop formula. And it's essentially a framework to help you discern, do you lead with the product? Do you lead with the business, right? Do you build rapport? Like, how does the whole thing go?
Right.
Because I find that once you get trained up and then you have the mindset of, just in the beginning, you have to make up in numbers what you lack in skill. So we're going to give you the framework. We're going to correct your mindset in case you need it. And then we want to challenge you to set a goal to go and start 100 conversations, because that's ultimately going to be the fastest route, right? To anchor in the skill set. So you can either do 100 conversations in 20 days, or you can drag it out over 5 years. And how many of you are ready for that professional level of income? And if you're ready for the professional level of income, I highly recommend that you accelerate that learning curve. All right, let me share my slides with you. So helpful hint number 1. People aren't necessarily looking for an opportunity or product, but they're looking for a solution to a problem, right? So we want to focus on the benefits and why you're excited. Remember, this is only an invitation, not a presentation. When you get a yes, let the tools do the talking. How many of you guys drop us ATM emoji into the comments if you use the ATM strategy? Because what's really cool about that is all you got to do is invite, pop the question, put them in the group, and then you let the social proof of the group get them fired up. All the tools are located in there. All of the videos, are in there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are trying to close on that initial conversation. They're trying to make a sale. They're trying to convince people. I don't try to convince people to buy my product or join my team. I convince them, if anything, to just take a look, take a peek. Can't hurt to look, can't hurt to just get some information. And I don't even like to call it convincing. I like to encourage or persuade or recommend. Almost look at it like you're giving them consultation. You're giving them advice. You're not here to sell and pitch. You're here to advise them and steer them towards the information. Now, something that if you follow me, I love using the audio recorder. Why? Because when people hear the tonality in your voice, they hear the enthusiasm, there's more likelihood of them responding to you and saying, absolutely, because you get more yeses, not because of the exact words you say, but it's more about the way you say it, your energy, your belief. Belief is everything in business, right? The best salespeople in the world sell a lot of product or service or whatever it is because they believe in their product. They believe that it can truly help people. And that confidence is paramount. However, most of us in the beginning don't have a lot of confidence. So you got to choose courage over comfort, meaning the reason most of you don't pop the question because you fear rejection. This is why when I ask the question, how many Facebook friends do you have? In fact, let us know in the comments right now, how many followers do you have on Instagram or Facebook or friends? And then what's the percentage that you've spoke to about your products or business, especially since, let's say, March? Because would we agree that people you spoke to in February, their restaurant might have been doing very well, or their real estate business was kicking it, or their job was awesome? They had a great salary and benefits and they worked, decent hours. Now, maybe they're furloughed, laid off, they're unemployed. There's things going on. So the people that were not open just 6 months ago, 3 months ago, might be open right now. The point is, if you actually, and those of you that are leaders, pay attention to the answers you start seeing. You'll see people say they have thousands of friends, right? Gavin has 18,000 followers on Instagram. Shay has 4,000 friends, right? You've got Nicole with 2,500 friends. You've got someone said 50. Okay, we need to work on increasing your numbers, right? 5,000 on Facebook, maybe 500 says Gordon, 1,200 Deborah. The point is, if you actually look at the numbers of people you're connected with and the amount of people you actually talk to, it's a very low percentage. So when people say they're frustrated, they're not where they want to be, they're not getting results, it's simply because they're living in a state of scarcity and fear. They're not talking to enough people. They're not talking to enough people because their confidence is low. You got to marry the process and divorce the result. And if you go back to what you did in the beginning, those of you that have built pretty big businesses or you've had success in the past, what did you do when you were new? You were ignorance on fire. You were talking to everybody. You didn't even think about it. You were just so excited about the possibility. You were hopeful. And that's really what we sell. We sell hopium, right? That's what we're selling, hopium. Yeah. We're giving people hope. They can get in shape. They can lose weight. They can make money. They can build a business. They can pay off their debts. They can retire sooner than later. They can have peace of mind. They can have multiple freaking income streams. So before reaching out to someone you haven't spoken with recently, take a moment, check out their profile. What have they been posting? What are they up to? And you can even ask people, what have you been up to? Right? What have you been up to, Jeanette? Rolando, how are things? Because you look at Rolando, okay, he's on here, he's got 1,000 friends. Rolando, how many of them have you proactively reached out to about your business or product? Frank Warren's on here. What's up, Frank? 1,400 friends, right? Think about it. Even if half of them said, heck no, you still have 700. Listen, when we first got started, do you remember? It was like make a list of 100 people, and some people would come into the office because we used to work out of offices then, and they would have a list of like 16 people. Yeah. And you're like, 16 people? I mean, you could comb through 16, you can make 16 phone calls in an hour. Then what? Are you just done? You just quit? There's no way you only know 16 people. And one of our mentors used to say, imagine if I gave you $100, or no, it was $1,000. Yeah. Imagine if I gave you $1,000 for every name you wrote down on a piece of paper. You'd be writing down the person at the local gas station. You don't even know his name, Bob, Sam, Tommy. You don't know, but you see him. Driver. Your FedEx driver. You write down everybody. Why? Yeah. I'll give you 1,000 a name. The point I'm making is in a business like this, over time, my first list was like 250 people. Guys, we're probably going to make that this month. So just think about that. 1,000 a name. We've made probably over the 18 years, I don't know, 10,000 a name. I have no idea what the numbers are. We should actually figure that out one day. Yeah. But my point is, that was back when we had to physically make a list. You've got people getting started in a home business with 700 friends on Facebook. And that's just their Facebook friends. That's not counting all the people on their cell phone that aren't on Facebook or their Twitter or their LinkedIn. It's crazy when you think about it. The problem I find, though, is that people want to post and pray. They want to just wait for people to come to them. And believe me, it's glorious when that happens. But even at our level, and we're doing pretty good. We've been doing this for a while. We've been on social for a while. I still don't have people in my inbox every day. Now, maybe I have multiple people a week. Some weeks are really good. I might have double digits that reach out and ask me what I do or ask me if they can take a look at what we're doing because they're not happy in their current situation. But you're not going to have people coming to you as aggressively as you can go to them. You've got to be proactive. This is why we teach marketing and prospecting. And don't get hung up on any one prospect. If someone doesn't respond to you, that's okay. Just delete them. Just kidding.
LOL.
Listen, I can't tell you how many times people ignore my message. And it's not that they're ignoring my message or ignoring me. They just didn't see it. They forgot about it. How many of us are guilty of this? I miss messages all the time because my inbox is on freaking fire. I miss messages all the time. It doesn't mean I ignored that person. I just missed it. I was busy. I was talking to other people. So it makes common sense. I think all of us have enough common sense to realize that if someone misses your message, it does not mean that they're a no forever. Yeah. It doesn't mean that they purposely ignored you. And even if they purposely ignored you, things change. Life changes. Circumstances change. Goals change. You know what? You talk to someone today, and they're loving their business, they're loving their job, and maybe a year from now, their wife gets pregnant. They're having their first child, and now they want to work smarter. They want to work from home, although most of us are working from home right now. Yeah. You get my point. Yeah. Things change, so you have to stay in touch with people. You have to continue to show up for people. And you know why most people don't join you in the beginning? Because they don't believe that you're committed. Now, they might not consciously think this, but subconsciously, like they don't truly believe it's going to work. How many of us would agree your recruiting would increase if you were making 10 times what you're making right now in your network marketing business? Whatever you're making 10,000 a month, 10x it. Could you recruit more people? Probably. So if you continue to show up and you get better and you improve and you improve not just yourself, but you also, your business gets better, you have better results, eventually those people will come around. And same with the products, right? If someone's saying, hey, you should try this weight loss product, it's freaking amazing, it's the best thing I've seen, and then 3 months later you stop promoting it, you're not using it, they're going to go, see, told you, glad I didn't waste my money.
Yeah.
Makes sense?
So good.
Sorry, I went on a tangent. I get excited, but I just need you to keep showing up, and I need you to start having more conversations.
Yeah.
Honestly, all of our trainings, you know what it really boils down to? We're just trying to help you get out of your comfort zone and talk to more humans.
I love it. All right. In case you are watching this and you don't yet have a social media prospecting and recruiting guide, it's a free download. It's the most, like, I want to say the best sort of like PDF
it's
resource.
Intense. It is phenomenal.
Ever developed.
Yes.
And it brings it all together.
How many
into
pages?
Simples 1, 2, 3s, and ABCs. So it's 50 pages. It's essentially your complete blueprint, right?
50 pages.
So what happens is, okay, so that's perfect. How many of you guys like smash the heart button or drop the heart emoji into the comments? But how many of you like really needed that mindset adjustment, right? And we're now, I think we're in the clear. And we recognize the value of building the brand, right? Meaning that you're going to show up and you're going to do your marketing. If you need some help with that, it's in the guide, right? Curiosity marketing is a really huge piece of how we're going to show up on social. And then when people now start to like and comment, right? How many of us get super nervous and we don't know what to do next? So I want to dial that in, right? So we have a formula that we created. It's a framework and we call it Close the Loop formula. So your goal with your social media is to open the loop, right? Your job is you want to be a preview to the movie. You don't want to, again, share the ending. Like you don't want to talk about the name of the company and the name of the product because
can I just say something real quick?
You're not looking to generate leads for Google. Because
you kind of like just breezed over that phenomenal download. Just so you all know, that's a free download. We should charge a lot of money for it. But we got into the whole like selling everything we come up with thing years ago. We didn't like it. So we like creating free resources. And of course we do have paid programs and whatnot, but that is a free download. And it is literally the most epic thing you will find on the internet today. For those of you that are wanting to build on social media, you want to prospect and recruit effectively. You want to know what to post, closing questions, like everything you could possibly need in this free download.
And this is the link.
Yes.
All right.
And that's the link right there. So screenshot it. You got that bad boy. Go download it ASAP.
Yeah.
So sorry. Yes. Go.
Okay, good. Thanks,
I'm sorry.
John. Thanks, John. All right. So now that we have the mindset on point and you're showing up and you're following the 15-7 weekly posting formula, again, the breakdown of that is inside the guide. Make sure you download it. So now that people are liking, commenting, sharing, what do we do next? Okay, so let's walk you through it. C stands for complement and connect. John already gave that gorgeous idea. If it's somebody, and of course it always depends, right? It's somebody that's commenting and liking and whatever. Is it somebody that you already have a relationship with? Is it somebody that's a brand new follower? So you got to gauge that, right? But it's always a really good idea to make your anything personable. So go check out their Facebook profile, maybe leave a couple of comments, but compliment and connect is step one.
Yeah. And listen, women, you have an advantage. You and I both know you have a huge advantage because women can compliment women on social media. It is a little harder for dudes. Right? For dudes, we got to be a little more direct, right? We got to connect on Messenger. It's a little different. You can still compliment, you can still do things, but I think women have a huge advantage, but you also have to be genuine and authentic in your approach. When you're complimenting, like if you tell someone, oh my gosh, I love your earrings. And really you're like, oh my gosh, those are hideous. Don't do that. Obviously, hopefully this is common sense, but yeah, it's not that difficult to like, especially when you see people posting stories on Instagram or Facebook, you can literally respond to their story and you're immediately in their inbox. You can respond to their posts and they get the notification. So complimenting and connecting, finding that little bit of connection that you can make, become a great communicator, and then you can choose whether you want to lead with the product or lead with the business, how you want to bring that up. Hey, I don't know if you've seen some of my posts, but the reason I'm reaching out to you is I found something really incredible and I had to ask you if you were open. It's not that complicated, and there's scripts in place. We have those things, but sometimes we just overthink how to speak human.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science. And you know what? Sometimes you just have to say, hey, I know this is out of left field. Hey, I know this is kind of random, but I had to ask you and obey your intuition, right? Really pay attention. When someone's giving me one-word responses and they're being kind of short with me, I'm not going to pursue someone that I feel is pulling back, or I feel like either they're busy, or they're in the middle of something, or maybe they don't trust me yet. So, you know, sometimes your intuition can be a little off also. So I would say be very direct with 50 people. Do it this week. 50 people, you're very direct. And then 50 people, maybe you build up a little rapport for a couple days, and then you pop the question. Hey, I had to ask you. Listen, Heather, I had to pop this question because I see some of your posts. I recognize that you're a go-getter, and I just had to ask you, right? You get great engagement on social media. I don't know if you've ever made money on social media. I don't know if you've ever done anything outside of what you do right now as a nurse, but I had to ask you because we work with other nurses just like you that are wanting to supplement or replace their income. You know, I got started in this business because I wanted to pay off my debt. I wanted to wake up when I'm done sleeping. In fact, that next letter, share your why, right? The S stands for share your why. Always tell people why you're doing something. People relate to people. People relate to people. They don't relate to a product. Nadya says it best. They don't buy toothpaste. They buy white teeth. So tell people why you love the products, why you're getting in shape, why you started this business. People relate to people. And then you expose, involve, upgrade. Expose them into your ATM groups. How many of you are using the ATM system? Drop hashtag ATM in the comments. I'm just curious how many of you are using private groups to expose people to your products and opportunity. You get them involved in the community. You put them in a group chat. How many of you are doing group chats? Those are freaking money, money in the bank, baby. The more group chats I do, the more money I make for two reasons. One, we help our people make money. We help enroll more people, right? Because we're helping our downline. We're helping our downline enroll more customers. You know, we're helping our teammates enroll more teammates, right? And then they're also learning, even if the person doesn't enroll, even if the person doesn't join, they're learning how to do a group chat. I still put my prospects in group chats. I still introduce my prospects to other people. And then once they get involved in the community, they meet other people. They get on a Saturday call, they get on a Zoom, whatever, they upgrade. They go from customer to trying the products to distributor, right? Or they go from being a prospect to becoming a customer. It's a process. It's the ladder. You're taking them through that process like a consultation, like a consultant. I'm not here to sell you or pitch you. I'm here to help you. You have a problem. You don't like your financial situation. You want to lose some, you want to release some LBs, right? You want to get rid of the junk in the trunk, whatever it is, right? And look, drop into the comments and let us know, what kind of products do you sell? What kind of services do you sell? And then what are the benefits of your product? What are the benefits of your service? Why would anybody buy your product or service? Great. So group chat is on Messenger. So instead of doing a three-way call, you put your prospect in a group message with 2 or 3 or 4 upline, sideline, or downline members so they can help answer questions. You're just introducing your prospect to other people so they get involved in the community, right? And then you want to keep a list. You want to keep a list of every single person. In fact, how many of you have our 90-day tracker? Maybe we should give away a couple of these.
Yeah.
What do you think? This is our 90-day tracker for those of you wanting to go on a 90-day run. This is our 90-day tracker. In the back of the 90-day tracker, we actually have a follow-up book. You should keep track of every single human that you reach out to, that you connect with. Meaning, if they say, yes, I would like to learn more about your product. They're not ready to buy it. They don't know enough, right? They're not ready to join the team. They don't know enough. It's a big decision to them. Even if you go, oh, it's only $99. It's only $50. It's only $400, $500. To some people, it's a big decision. And you have to be patient. You want to be persistent, but simultaneously patient with people. Patient with your results. You hear us say, marry the process, divorce the result. So get organized with all these people you're talking to. Keep track of every single human that you're exposing to your business and product. Jeanette says science-backed makeup. But what's the benefit of science-backed makeup? What's the benefit? Do you see? Why would someone care about science-backed makeup? That's a feature. It's a good one, but what's the value in that? Yeah, for those of you that want the 90-day tracker, you want to go on a 90-day run, you go to mylifestyleacademy.com/tracker. It's right there. You can take another screenshot. It's right there on the bottom of this image. If you want to take a screenshot, customized nutrition and lifestyle products designed based on your, I can't say that word, epigenetics and DNA. What's the benefit of that, Susan? You get customized nutrition to help you with your specific needs, right? Whatever those needs are, and then maybe dive deeper to find out what the needs are. Health and wellness, energy and confidence. I like that, Bernice. Okay, so they're going to have more energy and confidence. And then what would be the benefit of the benefit? What would be the benefit of having more energy and more confidence? Personal training, health and performance. Okay. And Mo, how does that help someone? What's the benefit of having personal training and health and performance? You guys see where I'm going with this? Lydia says, because they trust me and what I tell them, the results have been. I love that, Lydia. And you know what? In the beginning, you may not have personal results, but I guarantee you can find results from people inside of your company. You know, go inside your ATM groups and take a bunch of screenshots of the best testimonials. You could create a folder in your phone. You could tag people in the comments of those testimonials, right? Facts tell, stories sell.
Yeah.
Right? Facts tell, stories sell. And Margie, I love joint pain relief, but I would always stay away from the word pain. Pain is one of those FTC words they don't like. Yeah. Decreased joint pain. Yeah, Jennifer, I would stay away from the word pain. But I like that. Decreased, what's discomfort. You could say decreased discomfort. Discomfort, you can say. Pain, you cannot, so that you can run again. I like that. Add years to your life. Okay, I like that. That's good, Rolando. Who doesn't want to longer and feel better? I always say that in a joking way in case, you know, someone's like, you can't guarantee they live longer. Obviously, you want to be careful with saying certain things. And this is, you know, everyone has to check with their own company compliance and stuff like that. Grace says, wow, gold, boom, just got it. Good, good. I'm glad you guys are getting value from this. Help peeps to feel better and look better. But why do you want to feel better and look better? You want to dive even deeper. That
would be a benefit of a benefit.
Yeah.
So like what would be
you want to make your ex jealous?
Yes.
Yeah.
So benefit
like your
of
ex.
a benefit of losing weight.
You think your ex is jealous of me?
Yes, you're going to feel better, right? But also, what if you run into your ex and now you lost 30 pounds? Boom. What could be better than that?
And like if they had sunglasses on, I'm going to use your glasses, and they're like, and they see you and they're like, you know what I'm saying?
Baby, the way you put it so high.
Oh, she always criticizes me because I put it too
criticize.
She's like, can you pull them down a little bit? Why are they so close to your they're so close to your face? Pull them down on your nose. Be cool.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Exactly, baby. Be cool.
All right, let's give away some trackers. All right, so who's been sharing and tagging people? We'll give you some time because we know it's delayed. Who's sharing? Who's tagging people? Share tag, and we're going to give away. First, I'm going to give one to Lydia Ortiz Nixon.
Yeah,
Lydia's
Lydia.
on fire. My age group, we want to be able to do so much more with our grandchild. Boom. With your it probably says grandchildren, but it's cut off. So Lydia, can you send an email to our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com, and we'll send you one of these trackers. We just need your address, and we'll ship you one of these bad boys.
All right, baby. Pick one more.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's this? Can you say that name, please?
Lainey.
Lainey Ina?
Lainey, big
she
winner.
Shared and tagged.
Big winner.
Woohoo!
That's awesome.
She's another rock star. So we're going to send you our 90-day tracker for free. If you just email our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. You're the 2 winners. Include your address. Okay. The next one, you've got to become omnipresent. What does that mean? You got to be everywhere all the time. Now you're going to say, how am I going to be everywhere all the time? Over time, you will develop different skills. And one of those skills is the skill of repurposing content. So for an example, right now we're using a, what would you call it? A software called StreamYard. And we are literally broadcasting this in 5 places at the same time. And we have people that are a part of our amazing virtual team, not our network marketing team, but are actually part of our My Lifestyle Academy company. And we have contractors and individuals that work with us to help us repurpose content. As an example, we'll take the audio from this training and we'll upload it. If we want to, if we choose to, we'll use it for our podcast.
Right.
We might use it for our blog. So we repurpose content. We also keep track of our best content, not always videos, could be posts, stories that we share, and we'll repurpose those down the road. So you become omnipresent, meaning you're everywhere all the time, by using a video or a piece of content, but then it over and over again, chopping it up, maybe for different purposes, different platforms. As an example, we might take an interview that we do or a video like this and turn it into an IGTV episode.
I love it. So, and you guys, let me just take a step back because I remember when I first heard all of those ideas, it was like, oh my gosh, it's a little bit much, right? So this is why we have part of the list to organize. And then I'll give you a really easy way to get going with the omnipresence idea, right? When you're first getting started and before you have, because today we have a lot of help, right? So it's much easier to like accomplish it. But did you know on Facebook, when you're connecting with people, you can actually create lists. Like for an example, if you have a prospect that's like on the fence or whatever, you can put them in a list on Facebook. So you can once a week, let's say, have it on your schedule to go and click on your list. So then the newsfeed is going to show you only your prospects post, and you can go and you can drop a comment, right? So that way, when your prospect is seeing an alert from you, they go, oh my gosh, I totally need to follow up with them. I still need to decide here. So it's like a targeted omnipresent strategy, whether it's with your customers, right? You can put your customers in the list. You can put your team in a list. So there's so many really cool ways to get organized.
So, is it okay if I show them?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So I'm going to show you right now. So this is Erin Birch. She's a Facebook friend and a friggin' rock star. So if I click on these three dots here, okay, click on those three dots, it'll then take me to this little page here, and I'm going to click on friends. See, when you click on friends at the top, so you can do this you could do this with literally every Facebook friend. Now it would take some time if you did it, but maybe you just have a goal of like doing it with like 10 a day, or maybe you do all the A's and then you go to the B's. And you can click on edit lists, and you can literally, do you see how I have a list? I have customers, right? So close friends. So you could literally put your people in a list. You could put them in a leaders list. You could put them in a customer list, a list, a follow-up list. So literally I could click on all my A list, right? So I could click on, actually you have to do that from the computer. You have to pull up the list, I believe. Isn't that right?
So on a computer.
But anyway, so every single person ends up in a list that you're talking to. So if you have like someone that's really influential, an A-list person you'd love to work with one day, your clients, whatever, you could categorize each person and essentially edit the relationship you have with them so that when you log into Facebook, instead of just seeing your news feed and it's all kind of random, you could change it so that once a week, like Nadya mentioned, you have only your customers' posts in your news feed or only your prospects' posts in your news feed.
Right.
So it's a super cool way to kind of customize, if you will, what you see in social media, who you want to go drop some love on and engage with, because I think it's a super powerful opportunity for you to get organized, like Nadya mentioned, and put everybody in a specific list, a category. And then, like I said, you can actually go through that list whenever you need to, whenever you want to, once a week, once a month. And you could literally pull up your dream team. You could pull up your close friends, and then you could maybe just reach out to each one of them, whatever that looks like. So this is a super powerful strategy.
Really cool. And so to clarify, when you're on your desktop, you have to do this from the computer. You would go to the homepage of Facebook, and then you know how on the left-hand side, it'll have like your shortcuts. You'll be able to click on like different explore tabs tabs, right? And under the Explore tab, you'll see where it says Friend Lists. So for an example, for John, he would click on A list, and then the news feed would just be the people that are in his A list, right?
Right.
What's really beautiful about that strategy is you can just start executing today. I'm telling you, my secret to success, I'm really, really proud of this. But anytime I partake in any kind of training, I'm always looking for that one idea.
Right.
And then I really compliment myself on the fact that I can instantly put it into play, right? It's just those little improvements every day that's going to equal to this huge business and this huge life that you create. Okay. I love that. Perfect. So let us cycle back to this, right? So you're keeping a list, you're organizing. Now organize, depending on where you are in your business, it could be that right now you could organize what your daily method of operation is, which we recommend that you have your prospecting activities, your follow-up activities, your marketing activity, right? So organize your time. But then you can also be organizing, for an example, content for social media to become omnipresent. The secret to success, legitimately, you got to plan it. You got to get your bandwidth figured out so you can go ahead and be really effective. Whether you're building your business 60 minutes a day, you're building it 60 minutes every hour of every day, it's your world. We live in it. Organization is going to be key to success.
And even if, can I just say this too? Even if you just take a post you do on Facebook and you just post the same thing on Twitter and LinkedIn, just like a little thing like that. It's just like a little thing you could start implementing. Sometimes, do you ever notice you post something on Facebook and it does really well and you're like, oh, it's only on Facebook, but why not post that in 3-4 different places, right? Put that content somewhere else.
That's how I feel about you right now, John.
You could do a TikTok video and you could upload that. TikTok, maybe you get some leads from it. Maybe you don't. Maybe that's a great TikTok video, but then you could take it and upload it on Facebook. You could upload it on Instagram, right? Different places.
All right. I love this quote, baby. If we can quote you once again, if you're serious about your business, you have to avoid getting discouraged so easily, right? Like the big secret to success here is you're just going to go through the numbers. People are not numbers. Let's keep that in mind. But we have to have that long-term vision to win in business, period. How many of us already grasped that conversation, right? That it's going to take some time. And every single day, if you just focus on improving, right? 1%, then you are golden. Okay, how many of you are getting value from this? Let me know in the comments. Now, I do want to tell you this. If you haven't done so already, right? Our business page is, of course, where we do our weekly show. If you're not yet following this page, and I know you could be tuning in from a couple of different places, but on Facebook specifically, when you open up our business page, I want to encourage you to click on following, yes, but also see first, OMG, yes, and on all posts, because every single day we're bringing you golden nuggets. We put it into different modalities. So for those of you that are ready for that elevated information of omnipresence, you can almost just kind of model what John and I have set up and get inspired from what we got going on. And in case you're not yet subscribed, we now have our podcast. I'm telling you guys, I am so enthusiastic about this because it has been a project for us for the last couple of years. Like, it's been on the back burner legitimately. And you know how that is. Once you make it a priority and you put it on the front burner, and then every single day you go, okay, what can I do today? Even if it's only a couple of minutes, but what can we do to move this project forward?
Right.
Anyways, and I know a lot of you guys have already gone and loved on our podcast. We're giving away prizes for those of you that are leaving reviews. So every week we go in and we pull names and we give away our favorite products or cash or whatever. So if you haven't done so already, we want to invite you to come check out our podcast. So that way it's like so convenient, right? You plug us into your ears. You can go on a run. You can be in the car. There's no video. It's just audio. And it's awesome. Leave us a review. We'd love you extra. So anyways, wanted to let you know of that.
And let us know if you guys have any questions regarding what we covered. We do have a little bit more time. Lydia did ask. She said, does this work for Droid? And I just went on my Droid because I have one of each.
Yeah,
so
it does.
Yeah, if you so here's another awesome leader on our team, Ashley Stanley, another friggin' rock star. And you can see, actually, let me see. Let me just point to it. That right there, that little like
face with the plus sign.
Little figure. Well, it's the little like body.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you would call that. Anyway, if you click on that, you go to edit friend list. And again, you could add that person from your Droid, so it works on both phones, to a specific list.
Yeah. And to create lists, you'll do it on your desktop, right? So maybe think through a couple of buckets for your organization. So customers could be a good one. Your leaders could be a good one.
Right.
Prospects could be a good one.
Customers.
And then create it on your desktop. And then that way, every time, like every day, for an example, right? If your goal is to connect with 5 people, every time you go to check out that person's profile, you can then drop them in the proper list. And then once a week, I would schedule a time to go check in on those people, or maybe a couple times a week. And that'll be a beautiful way for you to execute on that omnipresent strategy, because initially you start with one, right? So think of like a way, well, how do you say it, baby? Where you water the seeds, you plant the seeds.
So every
depth.
Conversation you have where you ask someone if they're open to taking a look at what you do. If not, no big deal. Every person you're building a relationship with, those are all seeds planted, right? You're planting seeds every day. In my opinion, you should talk to at least 5 people a day about your products or business. 5 new people every day, minimum. Now, of course, if you got bigger goals, maybe double, triple, quadruple those numbers. It's up to you, right? It's your business. You make decisions. How much do you want to make? What are your goals? What are you looking to accomplish? In my opinion, 3, 4, 5 people a day about your business or products. It's not that many people, especially if you spread it out over the course of a week, right? Some days you might talk to 10 or 15. Right. So you set your goals, you identify how many humans you want to talk to, and don't go to bed until you hit your goals. But the marketing, the content, the conversations you create through your videos, your posts, whatever it is, that's watering those seeds, right? So this is why you do marketing and prospecting. You do both. Like if I have a conversation with someone and, you know, they're curious about what I do, they're open to the opportunity, and then they see one of my posts, one of my videos, it's like I'm kind of coming at them from both sides, because the conversation might go really well, or maybe, you know, I'm just starting to get to know them, and now they see my video, now they see my posts. So now their curiosity is starting to increase over time, because they constantly see me show up in their news feed. And of course, because of the algorithm, Facebook's assuming, hey, they're having conversations on Messenger. So now we're going to start sharing that person's posts and their stories in their news feed. In fact, I always notice when I wish someone a happy birthday, or I, you know, talk to someone for the first time in a long time, all of a sudden I see their posts. All of a sudden their Instagram or their Facebook stories pop up at the top of my news feed. So Facebook and Instagram, they're paying attention. Right? They're paying attention to who you're engaging with, who's responding to you, who you're having conversations with. It's so crucial that you are constantly doing both the marketing and the prospecting. If you want to maximize your results on social media, someone likes your post, someone comments on your stuff, get in the inbox with them. Thanks for the love of my post. Thanks for following me. I do this on Instagram and Facebook all the time. Thanks for the friend request, Todd. I appreciate it, man. How'd you come across my stuff? Hey, Fawn, thanks for following me. I really appreciate it. What do you do? This is not complicated, right? You get some likes on your video. You get some likes on your curiosity post, or you see people in your Instagram or Facebook story. You swipe up. You see the people that are watching. Reach out to them. How are you doing, Tracy? How are you holding up these days? How's the family? How's your business doing? Right? How are the kids? Human first, marketer second.
I love it.
You guys getting this? Is this helping you? Smash that heart button if you got some value from this conversation. I think those of you that stayed on to the very end, you can appreciate that this is why you stayed to the very end, right?
Okay, so we're going to do another giveaway. Can you believe that? Okay, another giveaway. So go ahead and drop your biggest aha moment from today's conversation into the comments. We're going to give you a couple minutes because I see a few questions here. And then we're going to pick a few names, and then we'll give you a choice. You can either win the 90-day tracker, or if you already have one, you can win cash.
And I want to point out Cheryl, because she just came She just came onto our team. She just got started, right? And she says, John had messaged me, happy birthday for 2 years, never mentioned this business. What a great example. And you know what's interesting is because she was already in a business, right? So sometimes you connect with people that are currently in another company. And I'm not going to prospect someone that's happily married. But if they divorce their company or they're unhappy, do you get it? Now, all of a sudden, this person is open to a conversation because the timing is different and you were a human first and a marketer second. If the only time they ever hear from you or talk to you is when you're trying to sell or pitch them something, this is why you suck at selling. This is why you're struggling. You have no social equity. And it's okay because I sucked. I was terrible. If you that's why I love going to memories. Yeah. Because I can see the crap I used to post 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. Oh my gosh,
such an infomercial. It's
just embarrassing, right?
Oh, please.
But we all start somewhere.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Wait, say that again. Kiddos
and
interrupted.
Then for later, it'll be beautiful comedic value. For those of you that like don't feel bad, right? We all are recovering like spamaholics and infomercial runners. Right. It's just going to be funny for later. Like we all have to start as a hot mess. How many of you are still a little bit of a hot mess? So the good news is you don't have to be perfect to succeed. You just have to execute. You got to step it up. You got to mess it up. You got to have fun with it. This is why I say smile while you still have teeth. Oh gosh.
So Aaron, yes, it's on your personal profile to answer your question. There was another one. I do 20 people a day, says Monica. Awesome. What are the responses you're getting, Monica? I'm curious. 20 people a day. That's a lot of people. So hopefully you're getting some positive responses. Ashley says the 90-day tracker help you organize the people you talk to and what you talked about. Yes, there is a follow-up book in the back of the 90-day tracker to help you really crush it over the next 90 days. And look, it's a great time to run. Summertime, baby. Yeah. People are off work. Kids are out of school. Less distractions. No homework to deal with at night. Like, let's get busy. It's all a matter of perspective. Some people say, the summer's tough because it's nice outside and people are going on vacations and their kids are home. And then those same people are like, oh, the kids are back in school. And, it's not a good time in September and October, right? And here's the truth. Most people's kids have been at home this entire time anyway. Yeah. So maybe they've adjusted, right? You can look at the glass half empty or half full. The choice is yours. Great way to hack the algorithm to start a conversation. That's right, Anthony. That's why I'm always paying attention. The people that are putting out posts, they're putting out stories. Those are my favorite people to recruit because they're already doing the do. They're already putting out content. They're already using social media for marketing purposes. They're not just a consumer. And I just wanted to share this because Nadya says, I love your beautiful glow.
Stop it.
Is it the lights? Is it our products? Who knows?
Ooh.
Great tip. And I love your hair. Oh, thank you. So Amy Powers, John. Let's send her. What did you say? What do they win if they're dropping their biggest takeaway?
Amy, okay, you have a choice to either get a 90-day tracker or the cash prize. Our team is going to reach out to you. Big congrats, Amy Powers. Baby, read a couple more aha moments. I love it.
So Melissa Wolf says, interact with how's. Oh, she probably meant to say who's loving on your stories. Good. Absolutely. It's funny how we just don't think about common sense stuff. Like you swipe up and it's like, wow, Sarah watches a lot of my stories. And even if she doesn't, maybe she only watches two. Just say, hey, Sarah, how are you? She was watching. That's one of the greatest features on social media with stories. You can swipe up and see who's watching your ish.
I love it.
They're all up in your business.
But
they're
don't
nosy.
tell them that that you're watching.
Yeah, can we give this? Can we tell the one story?
Okay.
So one time we were doing a live video, and you know how it tells you when someone's watching, which, by the way, if they don't comment, be careful because they may never watch again. If you're pointing out the fact that they're watching, right? You're like, oh, hey, Sally, I see you're on my video right now, right? Because they haven't commented, so they don't know you can see that stuff.
You guys, so
they might get a little freaked out.
This may come as a shock to you, but most people don't know this much about social media.
Exactly.
Okay.
But so let me just share this. This is really funny. My brother, Bobby, so he didn't know that you would know that he's watching.
Yeah.
So Nadya's doing a live video, and it says, Bobby Melton is watching, my brother. And she's like, oh, Bobby Melton, how's it going? And he literally threw the phone. He tells us this later. We didn't know this at the time. He tells us weeks later, dude, I hopped on one of Nadya's videos. And, he said he didn't have it in the most appealing,
And he had his shirt off.
His shirt off. And he said he was kind of watching on his, he was laying on the couch, no shirt on, kind of watching. She's like, Bobby Melton. He was like, what the? So he threw the phone because he thought she could see him. So he like freaked out. So don't recognize
he hasn't
people.
watched any videos since.
He hasn't watched any videos since then. So don't do what we did. So
Mm-hmm.
don't say, hey, I see you watching my video, stalker, right? If they're commenting on your stories, they're responding. Now that's different. But if they're just watching, just say, hey, how are you? What's going on? Margarita says she must repurpose. Exactly. That. If a post does really well, you can post it again on the same platform. You know how many times my posts get tons of engagement? And I already said that same exact thing. It's a post that I shared like 6 months ago, a year ago. I already know it did well the first time, so I know it's going to do well again.
Yeah. So why not already be curating your best posts, your best ideas, because it already worked. So if it worked, you know.
And Lynette, if they like your story, that's awesome. How many of us wish we had more likes? Like if you're getting likes, reach out to those people. Hey, Sarah, thanks for liking my post. How are you? Thanks for showing some love. Thanks for stopping by. Debbie says great value. Ignorance on fire. Love this as a newbie. That's awesome. And Margaret, here's the thing. When you're brand new, it's such an advantage because when people ask questions, you go, that's a great question. Let me introduce you to some of the experts. Let me introduce you to some of my mentors. Let me introduce you to the group. Let me share this video with you. Use the tools. Don't be a fool. Use the tools. Your upline's a tool. It's a weapon for you. These are weapons and tools for you to have more success in your business. So don't be afraid to reach out to people. Don't be afraid to say, hey, thanks for the love of my post. Thanks for dropping some love. Thanks for all the value. You know, for showing up on my content, because look, we all want more we want more engagement, compliments, right? We want more people loving on our stuff, but you don't even acknowledge the ones that are already loving on your stuff. You're not acknowledging the ones that are already showing up on your videos and in your news feed and engaging with you. Does this make sense? I always talk to everyone in my videos, so this is wrong. No, you should talk to. No, we're saying if someone's watching your video, but they're not commenting.
You know how it'll say so-and-so joined the video. So I would advise against giving those people shout outs unless they've commented before.
Only shout out comments, if anything. And don't forget too, if you spend your whole video just shouting out people that are commenting, that's not a video that people are probably going to pay much attention to because they're real. There's no meet them, but follow me. Just increase your stalking on social media, says Jeanette. There you go. You can become a full-time stalker. Why not? I stalk people. If I come across like quality people, I will stalk. I will check out their stuff. Hold on. I always thank them for taking the time to watch or look. Just started this month doing that. And boom, 25 customers. Lydia, this is what I'm talking about. Right now, let me ask you this, Lydia, because you're on here right now and you're crushing it in your business. 25 customers this month. How many of them asked you about your business or products first?
Good question.
How many of them did you have to be proactive? And then how many of them were reacting to your stuff?
And you guys, this is really a good idea right here to be just tracking. You know how we said just organize. So every day when you do your reach outs, just be tracking that because that could be a really cool realization for you a month from now, 2 months from now. So you just have clarity on your own stats and what's working really well. So you can eliminate those activities that are not productive for you and really zoom in on those activities that are working.
Right. And Nick says, I posted a feel good last night and grabbed 150 likes, loves, and 52 shares. Now, see, this is the beauty of social media. Be social, right? Like Monica says, start conversations.
Please.
Tracy says, be omnipresent. Listen, if all you're doing is selling and pitching, this is why you suck at selling. It's just common sense. They're like, why would I continue to watch Nick? All he does is pitch and sell me, but because he's putting out value, putting out things that make people feel good.
Yeah.
So listen, people don't remember what you say, remember how you make them feel. And the reason people continue to watch our videos is because we make them feel a certain way, whether it's make them feel happy, motivated, whatever it is. All right. Now, look what Lydia said. None.
Wow. That's
25
cool.
new customers last month.
That's good to hear.
That were loving her stuff, liking, watching stories, videos, whatever. 25 new customers, not one of them asked her first.
Interesting.
Do you guys get this? Y'all, that is a bomb drop right there.
But
drop some flame emojis.
Do you think it could be, you know how like somebody is watching your video, it has that celebrity effect? if somebody doesn't really have that relationship with you, they're almost intimidated.
Most people are intimidated. Yeah, they're shy. I can't tell you how many times. You know how many times people have said to me, "I didn't know what company you were with for months or years," and it's like in my mind, I'm like, "Why didn't you just ask me?"
Right.
Because they're intimidated.
Yeah.
Or they're shy. Or who knows what the reason is, right? Anthony says, increasing engagement on my newsfeed is always my goal by being human first and marketer second. That's it.
Love that.
Always great advice, says Sarah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can wave at them. You know, Fawn, I haven't been doing the wave as much only because they took away, for some reason, they took it away. I guess people complained about it.
People don't want to be poked.
I used to use the wave all the time because it was like, you know, the modern poke.
I don't think the poke is with us anymore.
No, I don't think. Yeah, I'd always get annoyed. I'd always get annoyed when someone would poke Nadya on Facebook. But they would send her a poke on Facebook. And I'm like, who's this? What's that dude poking my wife? You know what I'm saying?
Baby.
There's only one person gets to poke my wife. That's me. Oh, shit. Heather Holy Cross is my shotgun. Nice.
I love that. Baby,
I reached out to
another one.
I reached out to multiple people who loved on my stuff. 8 new customers from this. Look at that, Heather.
What? All right, Heather, you're the big winner.
Okay,
Heather,
there you go. Boom.
Heather, you can either choose your price as a 90-day tracker or cash price.
Grace, why
my team will reach out to you.
When people poke you, you got to ask, like, who are you poking? It's still there. Look, Cheryl says, never liked the poke. Monica still waves. So there you go.
Funny.
Hey.
Okay, cool. I love it.
Look, Amy says, I'm getting the same feedback. People love my posts and the feels I give them, and that's why they trust me. Exactly. It's so much more likely that someone will buy from you, join you, reach out to you, and they like you.
That's cool.
They'll watch you because they
Look
like you.
what Nicole said, baby.
Think about all the people that you watch.
Love that.
Think about all the people you follow.
Yeah.
Nicole says, OMG, Lydia, further inspired.
I love that.
And Nicole, look, she just got started. And I reached out to her. Did I not, Nicole? I reached out to you first. So I just enrolled Nicole. She's a brand new social marketer in our business. I reached out to her, created the conversation. Now, what I didn't know, she was already doing due diligence, right? But I reached out to her. So you have to understand, man, like there's nothing better than putting up a curiosity post and it blows up. It goes viral. But that's not the norm. Most people don't start a business and have tons of social equity. They got to build it up. So what's the best way to build it up? Engagement posts, value posts, inspiration, sharing your story, getting vulnerable, doing a video, even though you're uncomfortable doing videos and you don't know what to talk about. It's doing the stuff that you see everyone else doing that's getting engagement on social media. It's not rocket science. You're following people right now that got good engagement. Right now, here's the difference. They've been putting out content longer than you. They built up more social equity. They have more credibility. They have more influence. But so what? We all started somewhere. At one point, Facebook didn't exist. We were watching.
Baby, Nick doesn't like your comments.
We were watching the social.
Come on, bro.
We were watching the social network, right? The Facebook video, the Facebook movie, right? About how it all started. At one point, Facebook didn't exist. At one point, none of us were influencers. So what? You're a little behind the 8 ball. It's all good, baby, right? Just be glad that this tool is available. If quarantine would have happened 10, 15 years ago, what would we have done?
I know.
We would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
We would have been, now I'm not saying people aren't still in trouble, but we would have been, the trouble we would have been much more serious, much more significant, because we didn't have tools like this 10 years ago. We couldn't build businesses from home like we can today. Jeanette says 7 new members just while watching the videos, all from 15 personal voice clips. There you go. And that's that's a tip that we kind of just breeze through.
Yeah.
But gosh, it's so much more powerful. How many of us get caught up in like exact verbiage of what to say? You got your copy and paste messages, dude. Audio is so powerful. They hear your excitement, man. And here's the other thing. I'm going to give you a pro tip. Y'all ready? See, this is the value in staying till the end.
Look at what Aaron
Here's
said.
a pro tip. All right. I can't do the pro tip and read that.
Just read that and then pro tip.
So Aaron, then I'll forget the pro tip.
No, you got it, baby.
Okay, Aaron says 12 of my new on starter packs last month came from one post and engaging back with them. Boom, that's it. I love it. And that's it. It's just, we're overthinking sometimes. It's like what's the perfect post to put out there to recruit people? There ain't no such thing, dude. There's no such thing as a perfect post. Now, there's posts you can put out there for curiosity. Yeah. But even those you can only do 10 to 20% of the time.
Oh my gosh, don't overthink it.
And that's if you're providing value in between them.
What's the pro tip?
I forgot. Just kidding. So you save your audio clips that you would. So you ever find yourself saying the same things over and over on Messenger? You ever find yourself saying the same things to, responding to people, certain questions they ask. It doesn't always have to be the audio. You could also save the copy and paste answer.
Yep.
But I get added to a lot of group chats, obviously, you can imagine. And when I'm added to a group chat, I'm like, hey, Sarah, nice to meet you. Excited you're taking a look at the opportunity. Can't wait to get to know you more and hear your story. Let me share my story with you. And then I send them an audio clip that I have saved. It's a 60-second audio clip. And I use it over and over. I probably use that thing 1,000 times just in the last couple months. Before that, I had a previous audio clip. And I also have a copy and paste version.
Yeah.
So sometimes I share the copy and paste version. Sometimes I share the audio clip. But the point is, it's me sharing my story and kind of just some of those bullet points, if you will, that I want to share with them. And again, I can just use the same copy over and over, the same audio clips over and over. Now you might say, well, how do I save an audio clip?
Oh yeah, speak to I personalize how you do it.
So what? So what you do is you send the audio clip to yourself. Did you guys know that? You can message yourself on Messenger. And then I can search John Melton on Messenger. My own inbox of my messages to myself comes up, and all those important messages are saved so that I can forward them out or copy and paste them and use them over and over again.
So you guys,
no, Retta's just saying, she's just saying I personalize each message.
I want to clarify. So here's what he does, right? So let's say he's in a group chat,
right?
And then he would say a personal message like, hey, Sam, oh my gosh, nice to meet you. Like something really short with the person's name. And then as a follow-up, then he'll use a saved audio, right? So you're still coming across as very personal, but then the bulk of the conversation that you repeat over and over and over again. And this is something like a productivity tip that I heard so many years ago, that if you get the same question more than twice, or if you're noticing that you're repeating yourself over and over, like why not just kind of like create a little something there so you can just copy paste or then drop that audio, right? So you could be connecting with more people, right? Instead of repeating over and over, same thing.
Rolando says, he said, message myself. Hell yeah. That guy is always so positive. That's right, man. It's like, I hear my own messages. I'm like, damn, I'm good. Right.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Sweet, I use copy and paste text, message myself, but I never even thought about drop. Yeah, voice clips are money.
Yeah.
Wow, why didn't I do that?
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. Whoops.
Huge time saver.
Amy says genius. I concur. Especially, look, some of you that have momentum, like, let's say somebody gets a lot of comments on their curiosity posts.
Yeah.
It's hard to like respond to every one of them. And by the way, when you're getting curiosity posts you are getting responses, or you get people in your story responding, or they're in your inbox asking you what you do, you got to immediately ATM them. Don't ask them, is it okay if I add you to my group? They already expressed interest. They already said they want more information. Add them, baby. Yeah, I am a lawyer by profession.
Lead it.
I am a lawyer by profession, but just love adding value to others. Inspired through network marketing has opened a whole new world to me. Absolutely. I mean, that's the beauty of social media, period. Right. But now you have an excuse to love on people and provide value and show up for humans. Right. Thanks for the audio tip. Any other questions before we wrap this up? Because we've been on for over an hour. Oh, thanks, Mark Harbor. You the man. Voice clips are
He's now in Ohio, baby. Living large.
Ooh, Ohio. Yeah, you love it there now when it's warm. Wait till it gets cold. Oof, you're not used to that. You're a Floridian. I'm sure you're used to it. You're from
just
there.
Wear fur.
That's what Nadya
for
does.
sure.
For sure. Baby, that's not very vegan of you.
Okay.
Speechless. Fake fur.
That's right.
I like this. Kelly says, my notes from this training are uncashed checks. That's a Ray Higdon reference, and it's true.
Love it.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I learned ILT 5 years ago. It's
Baby,
genius.
do you want to pick one more winner?
No.
Okay. Really?
Just kidding. What am I going to say? No. No more winners. Screw them. All right. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Cash?
Let's do
Who wants some cash money? Share tag. We'll give you 10 seconds. Share, tag as many humans as possible. Let them know they can go back and watch the replay.
Annette says past 1 a.m., but excited.
Dang, Annette.
Wow.
1 a.m. You must be Dananda. Right?
I have to rewatch. Baby, go ahead and pick.
All right.
Today was hilarious, says Grace.
5,
I love it. Funny equals money.
3,
you know what they say?
2, 1.
I connected to my crow.
I see a share or tag.
That's a crow.
Andrea Robinson. Boom. You're the winner. Now I can go to the bathroom.
Oh, oops.
All right.
I gotta pee.
All right. Andrea, you just won yourself a 90-day tracker. Send an email to support.
No, cash. We did cash.
Oh, cash. Oh, cash money. You could choose. You want a tracker or you want cash? Send an email to our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Those of you hopping on right now, go back to the beginning. It's a must watch if you're a marketer.
This was so
Try
good.
to leverage social media to build your business.
Love you guys. See you soon. If you loved it, hey, subscribe and we'll see you
Smash the heart button.